Hot take, open team sheet bad. It gets rid of my funny buttons.
That's very true.
Yeah, I think open team sheet is actually kind of the biggest nerf for Sean.
Yeah, specifically for Sean. For if everybody else is fine.
I never would have been able to pull off that nasty plot baton pass that I just did if you knew that it was coming.
God, why am I getting ping left and right? Oh, is there like... Is there a drop? Walmart. Chaos Rising cares. None.
Dan, you put it in the wrong channel.
You know, in announcements.
There's a whole channel called Live Links.
Oh, I forgot I had that.
Those two I care about. Live links chat. Wait, I didn't even start streaming yet. Oh, but Dan's streaming. Well, if Dan's streaming, I don't need to stream. Just kidding, I'm gonna stream too.
I'm streaming. Hello, chat.
Fortree draft week
Chat,
1
are we
versus Chewtles, right? That's Darius' team. Chewtles?
Yes, the Chester County Chewtles.
So funny.
You guys need shorter names. Real shit. I was telling Sean this before. Everybody's got long ass names. I've always complained about this. Sean's the worst offender, though, if I'm being honest.
Leave Operation War Choreo Overthrow alone.
Operation.
Yeah, God forbid a white boy get a little motion. What?
Oh my god. What's going on, Darius?
Tri-state Trubbish.
How we doing, guys?
I'm
I don't know. Tri-state Trubbish is nice, tight, terse, even.
Turks.
Gotta make sure I have my link.
How are you guys feeling tonight? How are we feeling for this?
Dude, I'm kind of just winging it.
Yeah, really, just gonna go for it.
Darius, this is your first draft league, right? Or am I wrong?
I've done a draft league before. This is my first time.
This isn't his first rodeo.
I
think
see.
people of a similar skill set.
Alright, so I'm assuming one of you is gonna create the room and I can spectate from there.
Yeah, let me do that.
My room.
Oh, you got it? Okay, great.
Oh, yeah.
Less
Are
effort.
you playing in Champions or Showdown?
Oh, champions, 100%.
Well, it's just making sure.
I mean, we were debating it. We got the timings mixed up for when the maintenance was gonna be, and then we figured out maintenance was yesterday and game is live today. So we said, all right, let's go. No showdown. I spent today 100% working and 0% shiny hunting for a couple of my mons and EV training.
I think we all need a day like that, right?
I honestly put
Oh
zero
my God.
effort into the clout for the team. I need to do that for the future, but
Oh, you mean like names and ribbons and shit?
well, names I did. Ribbons, not so much, or the shinies. Like Sneasler, for example, I'm just not shiny hunting Sneasler and Arceus. I won't do it.
No, I looked at that recently too, and I was like, I don't want it that bad.
It's,
I don't.
yeah, it's not.
Yeah, we forgot how bad shiny hunting in that game was.
I talk a lot of crap on Sneasler, so Lord knows I hate a hypocrite.
We gotta wait for Dan to get in here.
Okay, what is the stream? What is the?
It's in check the DM.
Oh, okay. I'm streaming my screen to the call too, just so that like Sean watching can get it in real time and not my like slightly delayed stream.
Okay, I'm gonna definitely mute.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm in. Alright. Yo, good. Alright, good luck, Darius. Have fun, man.
Good luck, have fun, guys. So excited. The first match in Pokemon Champions. We get to play it in a real spectator mode.
Yeah, you gotta click the button and hit spectate though.
Oh, I do? Thank you, Sean. That's why we got you here.
Oh, nope.
Nope, that's not me. I have to wait for him.
You hit join queue, not spectate.
I can't spectate.
Because he hasn't hit the button yet. There it is.
Okay.
There you go.
Jake just said in the chat, I had no idea this was a thing you could do. Jake, you didn't even know what items are available. You gotta get your money up, man. Alright, we got the match. We got Garrett from Connor's side. We got Gyarados, Vivian, Dragapult, Mega Drampa, Sylveon, and Aromatisse. I don't know what this fucking Pokemon does, Aromatisse. I know that I hate it, but it's a Pokemon. And then on Darius' side, we got Mega Blastoise, Mega Aerodactyl, Serperior, Komao, Klefki, and Sneasel. So this feels like a really bulky team on Darius' side. A lot of like setup on. Like Serperior is probably going to be trying to get its special attack up with Leaf Storm. Klefki can do maybe, I don't know if it has fun stuff, but I think it has like fake tears. I know it doesn't get Yuri Impulse, but you can do side stuff to Superior to get some boosts, which is pretty cool.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. We clicked single battle. I clicked single battle.
Okay. You can just restart.
Yeah, it's rough.
That is very rough.
Oh.
I love the vibe of the team. No comments on anything,
Chad, we
but
set up
like I love the
freaking
vibe.
single battle.
I know.
What is this?
That's what I said. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I'm gonna pop the
god.
forfeit real quick.
Wow. Big single battle.
Amazing crap.
Oh man, dude, so quickly in the battle, you could have won.
Well, we got the, you know what? We got confirmation of abilities here.
Me too. Unfortunately, I don't think that it's super consequential.
You never know. It could have been Moxie.
True.
Could have been Moxie Gyarados.
So
Alright.
you have to make a new room now, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Darius, try it again.
There we go.
Hey Dan, guess what?
What?
Just like in Showdown, you can just
What am I doing? Ignore that.
add friends in Showdown or in Champions and join the room that way instead of getting the code.
Oh, really?
Oh, there totally is a way to do that, yeah. You've done that for... Sean is like... I feel like friendless is like your thing. For some reason. Like, use the friend list.
Because why would you send room IDs back and forth when you can just go to your friends list?
No, you're not wrong.
No, you're not. I'm pretty sure I have you, Connor, Champions. I don't know that I have
a
Darius.
bunch of people here. Okay, good luck. Have fun.
Alright, now we're playing the game for real. It's good though, it gives me some time to talk more about Connor's side of the team. I think that I talked a lot about Darius' side, just like seeing how much setup oriented Pokemon were on there and like how bulky it could be. Coaching Sneasler is something I didn't even say anything about. I'm kind of perplexed by Connor's choices. Like I said, I don't know what Aromatisse does, so it could do something really awesome that I don't know about. I'm pretty sure it gets Trick Room, so maybe it's a Trick Room setter. This could be like redirection Vivian with Friend Guard, like to set up Trick Room and like throw out Sleep Powders or something. There's also Gyarados, Mega Gyarados on the team. Could be a setup oriented version of it, but it's actually leading with Grandpa this time. Grandpa, Aromatisse, and Darius leads Klefki and Blastoise. This is a pretty tense lead. I think Aromatisse is really threatening Trick Room, and like Grandpa doesn't really have any reason to I think like protect this kind of position, but that would allow.
Aromatisse doesn't Trick Room, does it?
I'm pretty sure it does. You could fact check me on
Oh, it
that.
does, yeah.
Klefki sitting down the field is able to just like get screens up, which is really good. I think into Darius's team, like or into Connor's team, where he's trying to do a lot of damage for Trick Room, having like screen up to mitigate some of that is really great. And Mega Blastoise gets fake out, so you can just like fake out their Aromatisse. And maybe it has an ability that prevents fake out. I don't know. I don't know.
No, it gets Healer and Aroma Veil.
Isn't it Aroma Veil like that? Big Flash Cannon. It only does 50%. Dragon Pulse into Blastoise. That does a lot, man. What the hell is Klefki? Oh, double Trick Room. Yo, Darius with the fucking lead. Oh my god. Now he's got Aromatisse down to under half health, so it's a 2-hit KO on that. So that's not safe to click Trick Room anymore. Grandpa did just get a free Dragon Pulse off, which is pretty helpful. Connor's gonna want to be, or Darius rather, is gonna want to be careful how much damage he's doing to Grandpa at a time, so it's not to trigger Berserk and give Grandpa a special attack boost. But Aromatisse is like pretty unsafe here. You don't want to really like prey on that Flash Cannon damage being a roll, and that there's technically a chance he can survive. He's like within the range of possibility. I don't know. This is Ally Switch. This is just like me learning what Aromatisse does on the fly. I had no idea. An Ally Switch is pretty sick. Now Flash Cannon goes into Grandpa. It does 25%. So Klefki doing if it does 25%, you can get right over the edge.
Berserk.
The Berserk range. What does it go for? Dragon Pulse again. Definitely gets the KO this time. 2-hit KO already. Getting the Berserk boost on Mega Grandpa. That was sick. Aromatisse. We don't know how fast. Also.
Streaks. It has base 29 speed.
29? This thing's not moving at all. What the hell is this Pokemon? Pretty full. 72 defense. Alright. Now, Darius has Easler and Klefki left on the field. Neither of them have taken any damage. Connor's like slow Trick Room attackers are pretty dangerously low health. And Aromatisse especially threatened because he can just like die to dire immediately right here. So I imagine like more of a defensive play from Connor coming out here, trying to switch to something that can help his Mega Drampa keep up with the damage. Switching into the butterfly Vivian. Switching into that could at least give him some direction, maybe some control, tailwind. And yeah, it goes for protect, but Aromatisse stays on the field, so if it gets Dire Cloud,
Go for another.
Yo. Connor, Psyshock. Great tech. And it doesn't have a focus sash, so it goes down. I think Trick Room would have been better. Then you could have just like clicked Trick Room and then either forced it to protect by clicking Psyshock into it, or like, just done anything else, forced it to protect and like still have the speed advantage. Yeah, I think Tricker would have been a lot better, but cool to have Psyshock on. I think getting the one-hit KO on Sneasler in any fashion is very important. So, you really don't want it to sit on the field and fake things out, hope things get set up with coaching or whatever. Rock Slide coming out. 2% left on Aromatisse. Gets a crit. He gets the KO with Dazzling Leap, but Grandpa's still alive against all odds.
Hyper Voice about to hurt.
Dragon Force. So that's gonna rip the. Ooh. See, this is so back and forth. I mean, now Connor's got the Pokemon advantage, but Grandpa is extremely low on health. Like, I don't think it's gonna be able to get another attack off. Yeah. And Klefki, I mean, well, if he clicks Tailwind, Grandpa's probably faster than Klefki. But, like, also Klefki, what does it do to the rest of the Pokemon that might be in the bag? This thing just does not damage great. I don't know if you've ever used Klefki before. Interesting. Have Safeguard. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Connor wins this. Very well played from Connor, because I felt like he was really on, like, the edge of the... Oh my god, Chicaberry. I feel like he was really on the edge of losing the game a couple of turns, like making some really important calls correct. Okay, and so I need to message and tell them not to. But, yeah. So like the turn where he where he clicked Psyshock and read that he was just gonna close combat the Grandpa and not actually try to attack it, or try to attack the Aromatisse. I think that was a really good call. He just should have clicked Tricker in there, and he would have like cleaned up the game a lot quicker. But making it like through to the end, Pokemon survived with such little HP. It was really close.
And you gotta hit the button again.
Oh, I did. Yeah. No, I might miss some of their team, but I think Connor led correct in this game, and I think Darius probably did too. I think if Klefki has screens, it should be clicking screens. I don't think it did. Did it?
No, but can we talk about how the Klefki's name's Keybum?
Yes, I did. I didn't say anything at first, but it's a pretty funny name. Darius really, he's got the good nicknames this time. Connor's going incognito with the trainer name and no nicknames on his Pokemon. Darius going for laughs, which I respect. Thinking on Darius's end too. What is it? I mean, Klefki is a really good lead into a lot of his team, I think. Actually, I don't. There's like the only thing that does like decently into Klefki is Gyarados before it Mega Evolves. Once it Mega Evolves, then it's dancing. It just takes chip damage. It's not good at damage trade on its own, but interesting lead from Tom. So I wasn't even thinking about Pollen Puff on Vivian. I think that is a really good deck, especially having Grandpa, where you want to get multiple Berserk procs in a single game. If you can get it under Tailwind, and it's like sort of fast enough in the right matchup, and you can just like keep clicking Pollen Puff into it, that's a pretty good position. But Darius actually goes with Superior to start off with too. I'm really curious to see what kind of Superior set this is. Jamie Boyd, I think, did very well in Turin, I think it was Turin, that regional or special event, and did really well with a set that I think was Flare, Light Screen, Reflect, and Leech Sword. Gyarados protects turn 1. Correct fake out targeting here. We got Reflect! Alright.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this might be similar to the set that Jamie Boyd ran. Yeah, it was. I think it was Flare, Light Screen, Reflect, and Leech. So you can set up with Superior in front of Pokemon that you can see spam grass damage into, or if not, you can just set up Superior. And setting up, so that was a pretty safe move because like Sneasler threatens to fake out on Vivian. You can always like make sure that you're not going to be taking special damage, so you just go for and so you pretty much get free screens for a turn. Missing the Leaf Storm is really hard, if I'm being honest. And that lets, I mean, it wouldn't have KO'd anything, but it would have done some pretty nice damage that would have led to a 2-hit KO, especially, and like the missing out on the +2 boost is really rough. Not end of the world, like, I don't think Gyarados, if it has Ice Fang, it will threaten the other side of the board right now, and getting the Tailwind, I think Connor would have maybe rather gotten like a Hurricane off if he has Compound Eyes, to get some damage into Superior. But getting Tailwind and Dragon Dance felt a little redundant. He's not like matching Tailwind on the other side. But I don't know what the rest of the set is. Maybe that was like still just the best thing to do. The other moves that he has. I'm really curious to know if he went with Compound Eyes or Friend Guard, because to be honest, two really good moves. Gyarados finally Mega Evolves now. I think Mega Gyarados is sick. And Mega Shiny Gyarados. Please no fairy. Como protecting for the turn, trying to keep himself safe. Vivian goes for Rage Powder. Not going to be taking a lot of damage from Relief Storm, I'll tell you that. Gyarados does go for Ice Fang into the Como Oda, so good protect from Darius. And Superior ignoring the Rage Powder too because the Grass type makes it so that it can get some crucial damage off on a Gyarados. A bit more damage now too that it's not a Grass or a Water Flying type. And I think that, like, how much damage this did too kind of confirms for us it's probably pretty. I think if it was super effective, it would have done a lot more damage. But and even now, I don't think it's a 2-hit KO. I can't do that. I'm not very good at this. I think it might be a 2-hit KO now that he's +2.
+2.
Gyarados goes for Ice Fang. It doesn't get the KO with that Reflect, but then big Citrus Berry coming out. Column Puff. Yeah, he's definitely gonna survive Leaf Storm now, but depending on what Como does, oh my god, this thing is blind. Can't hit Leaf Storm. Tiger Soul, good move. Now, I mean, once you stall out the rest of this Tailwind from the other side of the field, if you're +1, I don't know actually how fast you are. They should probably know stats. 81, yeah, so if it's +1 and Como is +1, if he's back to the right speed, Como can be faster and yeah. And having the +1 Omni boost on everything now too is really helpful. Like, his team is so bulky now, actually. He's facing super effective damage from, like, possibly like a Hurricane. I'm thinking not because it hasn't clicked Hurricane and it's probably Friend Guard, but like, it's facing out Ice Fang, but it's just not doing damage reflected now with this +1 defense. Fear really wants to start hitting it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Connor Pollen Puffs into the Superior. Oh, he does. He reads the Protect, and I think it's really smart. I think, honestly, like, I don't think that the Superior has Protect given, like, I think it just needs 4 moves. It doesn't really want to Protect. I think it's fair to Protect with Como, but I don't think you were really threatened very much with the opposing side. Just, you had Reflect, and you had a +1 defense. You really weren't going to be taking it. The thing you'd be most afraid of is like a random Ice Fang. But now Aerodactyl's on the field. It doesn't look... Actually, I can check. I forgot. Tailwind is no longer up, so if I get Aerodactyl, it can start spamming Rock Slide. It can click Tailwind. I think it really... well, something to note. Como does get Overcoat, so if he has Overcoat, not like Bulletproof or Soundproof, he can ignore Rage Powder. And then maybe get like a really sick +1 I don't know that it would KO, but it would damage for sure. He laid some rock. Yeah, Reflect is down now, so he's going to be taking more damage from Ice Fang, but I think he would still survive. I don't know that Clanging Scales is the first. That you're -1 defense. Or you're back down to neutral defense. Gyarados is a plus. Maybe you're bailed out with a flinch here. It could always happen. And Gyarados is live and die by the Rock Slide flinch. We needed Covert Cloak in Reg M, for sure. That was like, what are we doing? Why did we not get Covert Cloak? We still have to deal with fucking Rock Slide flinch. Ugh. And you can't even blame him because he didn't pick it. Spin the wheel. But now I think Darius is in a pretty good position. He can click Rock Slide again. He's going to outspeed the Zillion. And just be able to do maybe damage on Gyarados. If he hits his Rock Slides, he's good. If he's Overcoat on Como, then next turn. Vivian doesn't even go for the Rage Powder. He just trusted it might survive, or maybe he wasn't expecting it. He gets the KO. And Aerodactyl does its thing, hits its Rock Slides. And Darius now has a Pokemon advantage. We've got Como-O, Aerodactyl, and Sneasler on the field. So as long, I mean, he's got speed advantage, at least right now, with Como being +1, with Aerodactyl just being Aerodactyl. Sylveon comes out on the field, that's going to be scary for your Como. That's Dragapult. Kind of tough stuff. I think as long if you KO Dragapult, you're good. Because like no matter what Pokemon die on the field, then you have these little that can just hit Sylveon. So I think Darius is like you gotta be. If you want to win this position right now, you gotta kill Dragapult. Just like Pokemon. It's gonna never. If it's soundproof, then you could ignore Hyper Voice. That'd be pretty sick. And if it's bulletproof, I think you also ignore Moon Blast, maybe? Actually, I don't
Doesn't
know.
Bulletproof stop Dragon Darts?
That's a good question. Can you look that up for me? Round! Dude, he's round!
Nice.
Oh my god, now that brings up priority on round for Sylveon. Yo, that's awesome. Okay. That's cooking. That's cooking. Dual Wing Beat does not get the KO on Dragapult. Dragapult's faster than Aerodactyl, so this thing's gotta be like Scarf, or Aerodactyl is just like adamant, or not max speed. Dragapult I think is like 142, Mega Aerodactyl is 150 base speed. I think if your Darius is the freest like fake out Rock Slide of your life, you know. If Dragapult is scarfed into round, you're still doing okay. That was a cool move, but I don't think it saved Connor, because it's not gonna be if he can outspeed the Sneasler and round. I don't know. There's ways to win. Rock Slide could miss, and then Connor kind of wins, maybe, depending on how much damage round does, but I think doubling round into Sneasler is KO. So he doesn't have fake out, or he doesn't fake out. He just blocks the round. Sylveon goes for round 2. Oh, okay. This is a smart play too, because now you're outspeeding the dragon. Now there's pretty much nothing that Connor can do. Okay, stop forfeiting. Not supposed to forfeit.
As an update from before, Dragon Darts is not blocked by Bulletproof, but for some reason Rock Wrecker is.
Rock Wrecker is? That's not a bullet.
I agree,
That's really stupid. Okay.
but now I know.
Now we know. Okay. I'm just gonna have to ask Darius like who he wants to attribute the KOs to, I guess. Or how that battle ended. I'll have to go back at the end and do like the KO tracking. What's going on? Connor said this is definitely not my first draft. We're on to game 3. Very excited. Close games, I feel like, too.
Yeah.
I think Superior worked out pretty well for Darius if it had just hit its Leaf Storm. It's a 1 for 3 right now. Pretty fucking terrible. It's like arguably the most important one too. I think we could see Connor kind of switching back to his Tricker mode. I think he got super bailed out, honestly, by Leaf Storm's missing, but it still wasn't enough to kind of get the game out. Like he kind of did a double setup on himself. Tailwind and Dragon Dance turn 1. I think that maybe Vivian could have done something else. Could have at least like gotten damage off into Superior with Pollen Puff or something. Sylveon is going for round 3 into Superior and into Aerodactyl. So we know that Superior is definitely going to be slower, but Mega Aerodactyl is slower than Dragon Ball. It's really important information. And because Round pulls up the moves of other Pokemon that are going to be using Round, if Dragon Bolt's the fastest thing on the field, so is Sylveon. And I think the combo of double Round with like Pixelate boost probably does KO Aerodactyl. And I feel like he's probably going for it. I don't think Connor's Pokemon are very threatened right now by Thunderbolt. Gets the Tailwind up, so he's outspeeding with the rest of his Pokemon for the next turn. Gets Light Screen up. I wonder what Sylveon's doing here. Hyper Voice? Hyper Beam. I don't think that's KOing Superior with the crit. Does not crit. Survives through the Light Screen, thankfully. And he gets his little Citrus Berry back up to exactly 50%. So now Darius has his speed advantage. Connor's kind of sitting with his, now I think Voice Lock, Dragon Bolt, and Thunderbolt. If Darius has a nice little Tomo-O in the back, not really safe switch in, but Dragon Bolt has to switch out, just doesn't really want to be hit anymore. Darius comes in, gets an Intimidate off, but it's contrary for Superior. It's not really going to help him now. Doesn't get attacked to that, but always funny to see it. Big Rock Slide does a lot of good damage here. Leaf Storm, does it connect? Oh, he clicks Glare! Glare into Gyarados. Gyarados. Oh yeah, Sylveon needs to recover, so you don't really need to attack that spot for faster. This is a pretty tough position for Connor. Like, as long as Aerodactyl is on the field now, and it still has at least one more turn on the field, it can just keep spamming Rock Slide damage, and it's not a ton on each Pokemon, but it stacks up over turns. And if you end up with all of your Pokemon in the end that have, like, no health, and then you've got Steesler in the back, what do you do? It's kind of like...
Connor just puts Dragon Ball back in here?
I think he could. It would be pretty safe. Gyarados could protect too, yeah. Sylveon could protect here too, maybe. Just to stall out a turn of Tailwind. Maybe it doesn't have... Not gonna get KO'd. Probably at least one. Yeah. Start getting special attack. Probably gonna go down pretty soon, if not right now, to a Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam can always miss though. Weather Ball. Yo. Okay, I don't think Weather Ball is boosted by. I'm pretty sure I like read or heard someone say this like today that Pixelate does not affect Weather Ball, and I think we just saw. Connor realizing in real time that doesn't work that way. Unless he's got some weather setter on his team, but I don't think he does. Gyarados sitting on the field paralyzed too, like less likely even that he's going to be clicking any moves. Sylveon does have Protect. Rock Slide, very exciting. Gyarados goes down. Is that a crit? Yeah. Yeah, because he was -1. So was he. Lucky crit. I mean, thinking about what comes in now, Dragapult comes in and he can start spamming ground again. So maybe actually that didn't work out in Connor's favor. Or in Darius. This Dragapult is faster than Mega Aerodactyl. We know that. At least it's either Scarf or it's faster and Aerodactyl just isn't weak. We could talk to Connor and Darius later because I'm curious. Kind of a teaching moment in Draft League, like expecting your EVs to be like 1 point faster than the max speed of your opponent passes on that bracket. That kind of planning. So like maybe he's just adamant trying to get extra damage. Keep on. Like he bangs things out. Breaks the screens. Connor's got so much fun tech on his team. Comes out, gets the KO on Sylveon now.
And that's, is that what, +4 now?
Yeah, +4.
That is gonna really hurt.
Yeah, it is. Here's Sylveon. Not really, it's really not gonna hurt either of these Pokemon, but
No, they are both.
yeah. And Monty's not doing so hot at 26%, but Klefki can still, like, I don't remember, did Superior show Protect?
No.
We like, no. I think it was Reflect Light Screen Flare.
Storm in both screens and glare.
Psychic Fangs going into Klefki. Interesting. Doesn't really do much damage at all, just a little chip. Gets a flare off in a Dragon. I feel like you just want to be spamming damage. I feel like that's kind of a waste of turn personally. But Connor goes for Palm Puff in a Klefki.
Darius has a Pokemon advantage. He can afford to be a little slower and a little more set up right now.
That's true. Klefki gets Trick Room. I think it's really smart that Darius put Tech Trick Room onto Klefki because it let him that game 1 double Trick Room and get a pretty big advantage. So seeing it come out again here and actually in Darius' favor against a much faster side of Connor's team. Klefki putting out some damage. Critical hit onto Vivian. Love to see that. Psychic Fangs continuing to not do much damage. But notably it's
I
slower.
think that confirms Dragapult's Scarf stuck in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what you gotta do. I mean, he could be getting extra damage into, into Superior trying to KO that, but that's not even really threatening him. Curious what we have from back. Aerodactyl. So now the Trick Room's kind of working against Darius, unfortunately. Klefki can still just spam damage though, so like, honestly, if Aerodactyl has Protect, he can just Protect Dazzling Gleam like stupidly safely. I don't think there's really a way that Connor wins, unfortunately. Just he's choice locked into Psychic Fang. His Vivian isn't really threatening damage. And it's just gonna get ripped up by Rock Slide. I think Connor could have even like Darius could have flicked Trick Room again, like did faster again. Now that Dragapult is paralyzed. Yeah, like there was nothing really. I don't think Connor has anything for threatening the Palm Puff, which is kind of boosted by Klefki. Yeah, you could. There we go. Then get Psychic Fangs and die. Darius, lesson in Draft League again. You want to keep as many Pokemon on your team alive because it does count towards your differential, which is used for tiebreaker. So if two people have the same record and they're both in tied for fourth and fifth, in that case, then your differential would be tiebreaker. Kept alive versus one lost when you lost the game. So that was kind of just like a little error. Not like I think he still wins this.
No, I think that was actually the right place. Sack Sneasler to get the trick room off again. Now
oh, that's true. I mean, I was in the middle of talking and I didn't see the Lefty click trick room again, I guess. But that was what I was saying. Like the term where he did it. Yeah, Lefty could just freely spam damage.
Aerodactyl's such a good Pokemon. Jesus.
It really is. And it's only flinched once.
No, I got you got a flinch in.
Was it
game
twice?
1, I think it was. Or once or twice in game 1, I think it was.
It was definitely once in game 1, I think. I didn't remember. Maybe I missed the second one. Alright. GG's, Connor. Oh man, what a match.
GG's, chat.
That's a game.
Lost to the giddy old man.
How are you guys feeling after that match? Darius, your first win, first week. How you feeling?
He's
Silent but
quiet.
violent.
That's how he's feeling.
How are you feeling, Connor? I'm sorry that it didn't work out for you, but I really... Dude, the fucking Aromatisse, I literally was like, I don't know what this Pokemon does at all, even a little bit. And everything that it clicked was a surprise to me.
Aromatisse is so jank. Oh, wait, I have to slot. Hold on. I mean, look, I'm not saying I had a great set of 6 to work with.
Are we here now? Yes. Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry, 12, right? Like, the set of 12 is a little bit interesting. I definitely don't think I drafted my best this season. But, you know, tried to do the best that I could. I knew, like, I had to outspeed Aerodactyl, but the problem is, like, the one Pokemon that I have that can outspeed Choice Scarf doesn't... Like, the only form of speed control it has is T-Wave.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could have done that, but I thought having more attacks in the long run would be more consistent because I'd be able to like accommodate for more situations. And then the main form of speed control overall that I leaned into was Trick Room because I kind of had a feeling that they were Darius, like regardless of if you did the Sun mode or if you did like Aerodactyl, Blastoise like go fast, Shell Smash, Komao, whatever that was called, the signature move that allows it to go faster. Yeah, like I knew that I'd be able to at least get Trick Room up, but then like keeping the momentum while under Trick Room, especially like with Drampa, which isn't the best without something like Sinistra. Thanks, Dan. It's I don't know. I thought I cooked, and I know I got one game, so I'm happy I got one game. To tell you the truth, I didn't really have confidence at all in the matchup because it was tough. Just the Aerodactyl alone already is like, dude, inches all the time. And then like the rest of the Pokemon that you have, Darius, like they're all pretty flexible. That they have a couple different roles that they could fill. I didn't even like think about support superior. Totally off my radar. So like major props.
Yeah, man, good game. Sorry, my mic was unplugged moments ago. Yeah, first of all, I thought your team had a lot of juice, and I have to say, like, the entirety of my Klefki on the team was just in fear of what you could bring. Like, total 4-move syndrome, right? Like, wanted screens, said, no, I can do that with Superior.
Right.
Figured... You know, I knew Aromatisse got Trick Room, and you had Drampa, and that was like, and Steelix too. Like your Mega you didn't bring was like a fear of mine, like slowing it down. So, I dabbled with in prison. Like, I'm gonna stop that thing. Like, Safeguard was there. Like, all right, are we gonna hit like, compoundized sleep powders? So, really just wanted to make the most out of the Klefki there. And then yeah, you had me game one. You had me in a blender. I'm like, I don't know if I can. There's nothing I could do about the Drampa. But yeah, good games. Now is a good time to share. I forgot to put the item on Sneasler.
Dude, I was like,
Oh
okay,
my
is
God.
it White Herb? No. Is it Focus Sash? No.
No, yeah, I just forgot to put the item on him.
Oh, it was acrobatics, baby, right? Right?
Yeah, acrobatics, baby. Yeah. So, yeah, in that last game too, I was like, this thing gets me no good. I'm gonna sack him when I need to, pretty much. And then my last thing, the glare into the trick room. I'm not that silly. I'm not that whimsical. I meant to click light screen. Like,
Oh.
but yeah, overall good games.
Do you want to share your team, Darius? You could show us maybe what you cooked.
Yeah.
If you're
For
cool
sure.
with that. You don't have to every week, but
What's the best way to do this? I mean, I can send you the.
Yeah, you could
specs
send me
on
the paste
Showdown,
and I
or-
could show it on my stream.
Throw it up on stream.
All right, and you can see what the Sneasler should have been, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Incineroar's running. Let's go.
Was accurate. Is accurate. Yeah.
Hey Connor,
Yeah.
can you stop hiding your name and stuff so I can see your funny nicknames in the
Yeah,
future?
dude, you
know,
had
I-
fart sniffer and you hid that from us.
I'm not gonna lie. That's leftover from NAIC because you're supposed to turn them off, and I forgot to turn it back on. So that's my bad.
I hope everybody got a.
Dan
kick
and
out
I
of,
were getting a great kick out of Key Bump, and then Connor was just boring the whole match. No funny
He-
names.
key bump and please no parry.
Yeah, that one was pretty funny too.
That's nicely. He did it anyway.
Yeah, I'm not going to any official events for at least a couple of months, so I'm putting battle names back on.
All right. Or you send in the paste.
And I'll do that too.
Okay.
And then I forget when you show PokePaste, it shows the nickname, right?
If you have it in Showdown,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
I
right,
didn't
so
put the nicknames in Showdown, so
I'll
yeah.
I'll at least do that.
Yeah, the Superior, I love the set. Very Jamie Boyd.
Literally, I was like, wow, you can do that.
Yeah.
It's not just a Leaf Storm merchant because evidently that misses more often than not.
Yeah, you were 2 for 4, or two, or maybe like 3 for 5 or something like that. But at first
I
you were
missed at
1 for
least
3.
Too. Yeah, it was rough. Needed those, but
You got some classics on your team. I think Aurasphere was really important on the Lacomo too. Having that for like the super effective damage into Mega Gyarados. Your team other once like Sneasler goes down, that's not doing a whole lot. And like we saw how much Leaf Storm did behind
yeah, I know
That
like
thing
it's a
was-
pretty standard set for Como. I really wanted to click like I was afraid to drop the defense on the clanging scales, but I really wanted to like condition like, oh, maybe he doesn't have it. Little less inclined to click protect and wanted to get some of that leftovers recovery, but it worked out, and I just didn't feel comfortable bringing it back to game 2, thinking Dragapult might be a very real threat.
Gotcha. Yeah, looking at okay, now we got Connor's nicknames. Lance the Gyarados, gotta love that. Yeah, Connor, I'm sorry that I had to watch you learn in real time that Weather Ball is not pixelate boosted.
Oh my god, that was.
I swear to God, I read that like yesterday or today online somewhere. Like someone asked about that, and they're like, "No, it doesn't work like that." And why it doesn't work like that is beyond me.
Broke the TCG is excellent, by the
yeah,
way.
I love that too. Yeah, Scarf Dragapult was a really cool way to outspeed the Mega Aerodactyl. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, there's just like
And with
I didn't put
Infiltrator.
I didn't put Draco. You know,
Mhm.
I guess that would have been I don't even know if that one.
I think Draco would have been maybe better, just because like it does. The only thing it doesn't do well into is Klefki, and it just would have been like some big burst
And
damage.
Gallade.
Yeah. The round with Scarf was so cool. I had no idea that Dragapult even learned round, and using that to bring up the priority of Sylveon in the speed order was really cool.
Doesn't every Pokemon learn round?
No. Does every Pokemon get
Does
round?
every Pokemon get
I
round?
think every Pokemon learns round.
That's true.
Big if true.
I also thought round was a double target move, or like a spread move.
Dude, I think
I didn't really.
a lot of Pokemon. Sean might be right. Does every Pokemon learn round? Almost
That
every
sure seems
Pokemon,
like a lot of them, yeah.
except the ones that can't learn moves that are learned by TM, like Ditto
Wow.
and Cosmog and Regigigas. That's so sad. They can't ever round.
Regigigas can't learn rounds? My boy, stop hurting him.
Career bum.
Damn.
Yeah, let me pull this back up. I just can't believe the Aromatisse. First of all, Fart Sniffer, hilarious. With Lumberry is interesting. Is that just like a tech for Sneasler Dire Claw status?
I was waiting for Sleep Powder Venusaur,
Oh, okay. That's a big one too.
but since you mention it, yeah, I definitely was thinking about Dire Claw, and I was also thinking about Clef.
True.
And I was thinking about Glare. You know what? Yeah, I was just prepared for everything.
Ally Switch is a good funny button. I approve.
If
I
I had a
do
nickel
too.
for every fairy type Pokemon bought to this game between me and Connor, that was completely teched and specced to just try to answer for everything, I'd have 2 nickels.
2 nickels, yeah.
Exactly 2 nickels. Yeah, I was ready for the Trick Room. Heal Pulse made sense to me. The Ally Switch, I was like, well, all right. It definitely inconvenienced me, made me unhappy, but I was like not prepared for that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
It's a
feel like
pretty cool
Ally
move.
Switch isn't as important in not Dynamax formats, but in draft and in like generally enclosed team sheets, it's a funny form of direction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
then,
feel like
like-
when you look at his move pool too, like at his or her move pool, like your eyes just immediately fix onto like Trick Room, and you're like, okay, I have to play slow.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really cook a lot with Bart Sniffer. It's just like
What do you mean?
dude, I feel like that's all Aromatisse does is like Trick Room.
Dude, I don't think anyone knows what
Die.
Aromatisse does at all. I've never seen this Pokemon on the battlefield in my entire
You're
life.
making this
I've
gremlin
heard
famous,
stories of
dog.
it. Huh?
He's making this gremlin famous.
I should,
Yeah,
you know
right?
what? I should.
I'm looking
bring
at
that
this
thing
thing's
on-
move pool. It's kind of fucking sick. I'm sad that I hate this Pokemon's design because I'll never use it, but it's got some cool stuff. It's got Nasty Plot. Imagine getting Nasty
Wish.
Plot up.
You get Wish on there too.
You get Disable.
Singles Aromatisse is big.
You get Aromatic Mist. That's stupid. Fake Tears. Fake Tears is cool if you're like if you're setting Trick Room next to a special attacking Trick Room sweeper.
Yo, Charm Aromatisse next to Megastar Raptor.
Could be the move.
Did you calc, like why Psyshock over Psychic? Did you need it to use the defense
Venusaur.
stat?
Sorry.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. And like Sneasler has, I think it has weaker defense than special defense, right? Yeah, but like pretty decent gap. It only has 60 defense, so it's better to try and hit it on the physical side. Like
I didn't
I've
want-
had Psyshock on like Klefki before on other draft league teams to tech for Sneasler.
The one thing I didn't check was Komao, but I think Komao has higher. I think it has higher defense than special defense.
It's higher special or higher defense, yeah. So that you
But
would,
even still, like I was trying to click Miku to freaking Komao.
Mhm. Oh, I forgot. Okay, yeah. So Coma O is also Overcoat. I was
Oh
thinking about
my
this throughout the game.
God.
I was like, if he doesn't know that he's Overcoat, you could just like Connor, you could just have Rage Powdered and then immediately still get Aura Sphere. There was like a turn where it was like Vivian and Mega Gyarados with like
Dude.
Coma O across the field, and I was like, if
Dude,
he clicks
this whole
Rage
time-
Powder, that's not gonna go so well.
This whole time, I thought it. Actually, bringing around was really bad for me because this entire time I thought that the Komao was freaking sound.
Yeah.
I had a hard time, honestly, knowing that you had Sylveon and assuming that you would bring it going back and forth between the two. But then I kind of thought to myself, like, I might have the tools to be able to deal with Sylveon. Like, I did some calcs with Flash Cannon Blastoise, but I was like, if this Viv puts me to sleep or just redirects over and over again, I'm cooked. So I kind of just went with what made the most sense to me. And I also like the idea of, like, if I do get them, Como and Superior on the field together, like, there's just nothing you can do to redirect or save
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, no, that's pretty sick. Good team, dude.
Yeah, good cook,
Yeah, and
both
then-
of you.
Just honorable mention to Rain Dance on Klefki. We never clicked it. We
Oh, yeah.
absolutely respected the hip outing.
Yeah.
The old Frigoraph Blastoise trick. You fake it. Or you don't even have fake out, but you could like fake out Trick Room turn 1, Rain Dance, Water Spout. But you don't even have Water Spout. You want Water Pulse. I've thought about that move, getting like the Mega Launcher boost. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't because like it's like you could put bulk into the Blastoise, but then the output is kind of flimsy. And then it's gonna take hits anyway. People are gonna like gravitate towards hitting the Blastoise. Like, let me get the secure, guaranteed damage instead of, some scale because I got popped early with a move that I didn't want to take.
Mhm. Yeah, if you're not in a matchup where you can like safely get Trick Room up and click Water Spout, then there's not like a reason to do that really.
So I had one of those, like, you guys ever have like those imaginary arguments in your head, like where you're just like flaming the other person, you know what I mean? That just
Yes.
completely fictitious didn't happen. Yeah.
Yes.
So my initial game flow was, okay, let's go something like Superior Klefki or Klefki Blastoise, right? And then I don't know why in my brain I felt like Connor was going to bring the Steelix and Hippowdon, get some sand action going. So I was like, all right, we deny the Aromatisse turn 1 with Trick Room. Then we hit the Rain Dance on the switch in. Press buttons, win. It didn't happen like that.
No.
But there
You're gonna
was,
have
like-
that is just draft league. I love that about it. Like
Right.
I have so hard planned for like specific game modes, and then I load up team preview and none of the Pokemon that I think are gonna be there are there, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we're steering this time.
Yeah. Like, you got to be prepped enough into like a couple of game modes, or like, yeah, 1 or 2 different, but then still be generic enough that you could kind of bob and weave, even if like the opponent doesn't bring either of what you're prepared for.
I just noticed round on the Drampa too, and that could have snowballed
Oh my god,
real
I
bad
just
for me
noticed
if
that
you
too.
buffed that 2 and 3. Wow.
Yeah. Didn't get around to clicking it. That, I probably could have brought in game 3. What did you lead? Remind me, was it Superior Aerodactyl?
Um,
I think it was Superior
yes.
Aerodactyl.
Yeah.
It was Superior Aerodactyl into Dragapult Sylveon. Yeah, when I saw Weather Ball come out and it didn't KO the Aerodactyl, I was like, damn, what could have been?
I know.
If that was a Moon Blast, man. I'm sorry.
Sag.
It should work the way that you think it should work.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Kind of like weird that it doesn't, honestly.
It's
On
weird
a
that it gets
technicality,
the
at least.
move at all, with it not being affected by Pixelate. Like,
I mean,
why
to be
did they?
fair, though, I'm not a Sun player, but imagine someone popping the Charizard Sun and then the Sylveon hits you with a Weather Ball. Like, I'd be tight. personally.
Well, that's
my
why
King Gambit
that's why
can
I
totally
brought
live
it.
this.
Because I was like, okay, Weather Ball turns into a fire type in the sun, so I can delete Venusaur if I'm stuck with Sylveon on the field.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me, and I just felt in my bones. I was like, I feel like Venusaur is going to draw a lot of attention on the roster, so like let's try to
Sure
work around that
did.
Weavile. Made a big spectacle of picking it up the second that that the free agency period was open and everything too. Like,
Yeah, I'm interested to see more trades as they come too. I feel like we like historically this league like people have done pretty at least in like first season. You know, historically there's only one season. But people didn't really do a whole lot of trades last season. Not as many as I would have thought. Even discounting or especially discounting my 9 Pokemon trade right before the trade window closed, which I'm still proud of personally.
All right, Dan. Put my I don't know. There's like an expression, but quote me on this.
Okay.
We only got 7 weeks, right? So after week 3, if I'm 0-3, I'm clocking in all 3 megas randomized, and then immediately after that, I'm gonna use all my trades to patch my holes.
Okay.
Gonna completely change my draft halfway.
Sean, can you remind me, did we allow this? I forget. Sean's better at remembering the rules, surprisingly, than I am.
I believe you said no.
What?
Megas are locked.
Yeah. I think
Dang.
I said that as a rule because I was just like, you shouldn't do what you're telling me that you're going to do. Which is why, like, you told me and I was like, oh, that's funny. And I was like, wait, that feels like an extremely familiar scenario. And it's one that I had thought of before. Because it felt like I shouldn't even allow, like, re-rolling all 3 megas when you've drafted your entire team around 3 other ones just, like, didn't feel like it made sense at all. So
It was we were only allowed to do that before up until like a certain time, right? I think it was before we.
yeah, it was the 24-hour period.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, you probably would have used
No,
that.
you're good.
then.
You're good. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
speaking of re-rolling megas, I do just want to give a special shout out to Connor.
Why?
Because I was considering re-rolling all 3 megas when we pulled them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Are
he's
you
like, "No,
serious?
man, Mega Aerodactyl, good. Don't get rid of it." And I'm like, okay, Chekhov's Aerodactyl. So
Yeah, dude. Imagine you got rid of literally one of the top.
I would
I
have
think it's
said,
of-
"Are you sure?"
I was
the entire server.
in my,
Which one did
in
you
my-
did you re-roll any? I
tiny-
forget.
I did, yes. I had Mega Victory Bell originally, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to work with this thing.
Oh, yeah.
With the swollen sack, so
I think
got Gallade,
yeah,
which-
I think Mega Gallade has overlap with Sneasler, but better than Mega Victory Bell, I would say.
I think Dan and I are the primary examples of why re-rolling the megas wasn't always a great idea.
There
well,
is
at the
no
time, I think both the Mega Charizards were still on the field. You know me,
Yeah.
I'm like a big Tyranitar guy. I was like, I could even get the Mega Tyranitar, and I was like, why take the chance? So
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had only
Dan.
re-rolled one of my Pokemon for sure. Re-rolling all 3 was such a like I had Mega Golurk or something as my
Yeah, I remember
S
that.
tier or something. I don't. It was something stupid. It was bad, and I had Mega Golurk and Chandelure, and I should have just rolled one of them.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
Dan asked Darius about kill credits for the forfeit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll ask after the fact because I have to go back, or maybe one of you could go back in the stream VOD and see what the situations were. It was at the end of
remember.
game 1 and game 2.
yeah,
You just
I remember if it's helpful.
you do remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Just
Connor,
message
do you
that? Should I
remember?
share that on stream or?
Yeah.
All right, so it was Aerodactyl and Sneasler in front of Connor's Sylveon and Dragapult. I was gonna dual wing beat the Dragapult with Tailwind up and then Dire Claw the Sylveon.
Okay, so Sneasler would have KO'd Sylveon. Aerodactyl would have KO'd Dragapult.
RNG willing, yeah. What's
Yes,
the-
but that was like where it was going, and Connor forfeited, so we can consider that 100% accuracy.
Yeah.
And Connor, for game 1, I don't remember what the situation was.
Yeah, I'm replaying the
Uh,
VOD.
It was
Game
Drampa
3
and
was
Pavilion.
Aerodactyl Klefki.
You mean game 1?
Yes, it was.
mean game
Oh,
2,
you know what? It
Sean?
was no. It was literally just Klefki left.
Game 1 was, yeah. It was Klefki
Game
versus
one.
Pavilion
Drampa won.
and yeah, Drampa.
Okay, so it
Pretty
would have
sure
been
you were gonna
Drampa getting
overpower
the
me.
KO.
Yeah, Pollen Puff isn't doing 40 damage.
No, it was
Earth
not.
Power is probably percent.
And Sean, what were you saying about?
Game 3 was Klefki and Aerodactyl left on the field, not Sneasler Aerodactyl.
Oh no, I was talking game 2, the game that Connor forfeited, just to credit the KOs there. But yes, game 3 was Klefki Arrow with a Rock Slide double knockout.
Game 3, I knew where Game 3 was
Oh yeah,
heading.
you
I
were.
was
You were.
I was ready to start damaging my own team, and then I was like, no. Then that's
No.
it's gonna affect in the same way that surrendering is. So we're just gonna sit here and watch paint dry. Let's go.
Listen, Connor, you can hit your own teammates. I proved that last season.
I'm still so upset about that last game. Not like I won anyway, but like clicking Trick Room and being like, yeah, profit, and then accidentally clicking Glare, like, no, panic.
Dude, that was big brain.
I mean, it ended up working out. You were able to reverse the trick room.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
effectively.
go back and watch your stream to see what was said about that. I need to know because I feel like you guys were like, "What is he doing?"
I don't think I was. I think there was one point where you switched in Sneasler onto Psyshock and it KO'd. And Sean pointed out that it was actually the right move because you clicked Trick Room that turn, and I was busy talking and didn't realize that you did. But you switched it in for like a Trick Room reversal, and then you got Aerodactyl back out.
Yeah,
The only reason
yeah,
I said
wanted-
that is because that changes your differential. Like, you lost one more Pokemon than if you had kept... Like, what you could have done technically in that turn, too, is just, like, protected Aerodactyl and click Trick Room. But because you switched in Sneasler and died, that credits one more kill to Connor and one more death to you. And
Yeah,
that
I
affects
wasn't
the
so worried
tiebreaker.
about the differential so much as getting the win. And if I remember correctly,
That's
I
fair.
protected the
You know,
turn.
that's
I think
fair.
I protected the turn before. with
Oh, you
Arrow,
did?
So I wanted
Okay. So then it wasn't
I
safe,
wanted to-
yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure. Like, I'll sack the Sneasler to make sure that Arrow can survive the Trick Room click.
Okay. I gotta pay a little more attention, I think, while I'm trying to talk about the game. But the rest of the stuff, I think, was accurate enough. You can listen to my utter confusion and surprise watching Aromatisse click any moves.
That's what I want to watch.
Yeah.